Welcome back, everybody. Today we've been talking about guest rooms. Now, if you've ever stayed at a luxurious hotel, my favorite thing in the whole world, the first thing you will notice when you enter the room is how they pamper you from the soaps to the nuts. Oh, sorry, but it's true. Now, I've always preached about the benefits of making your own bed basket for yourself. You know, you've seen that. You see me do that. Well, why not make one for your guests? Or better yet, there are companies that will make them for you, like Star Treatment. Here to show us some of their creations is co-owner Marnie Lerner. How are you, darling?
Hello.
Now, you brought some really terrific things. Now, you know what? I'm one of those kind of people, and I go to the hotels, and I like the hotels that give you all the free stuff, because I take all those home, and I make my own baskets sometimes, too. But sometimes you really don't have time to do that. So you guys will do that, and what happens? Does it come door to door?
Absolutely. You can call us up and place an order for what you're looking for, depending on if you have a college buddy coming or a mother-in-law, and we'll create a basket especially for you and then have it hand-delivered or shipped if you're outside of Los Angeles.
That's terrific. So one of the probably easiest ways for you to take orders over the phone is by clustering these things into themes, basically.
Yeah, themes are fun.
Okay. Now, you brought a couple of those with us today. Let's take a look at the first one. Now, what is this here we're seeing? Whoops. I'll have that right now. Go ahead.
The first theme, I guess it would be great for a mother-in-law, or if you have someone coming in who wants to spend some quiet time reading. It's a beautiful chenille throw, some tea, a great paperback novel. There's also some Davies Gate powder that you can put into the linen so that it has a nice fresh scent.
Oh, that's a nice touch. So this would be more of somebody who wants to spend some time, some quiet time.
A relaxing vacation guest.
One of the things I don't like is, like, when you have your guests, let's say it's midnight, the last thing you want to do is meet a guest that's in their BVDs in the middle of your hallway. It's not just more information than you need about the guests.
I agree.
So you've figured out a way to take some of those, basically those refrigerator munchies, and put them in the room, right?
Exactly. So then you don't have to, you know, as a guest too, sometimes you feel like you're intruding if you're wandering into the middle of the night, bumping into furniture. So I thought it would be really fun to put a midnight munchie gift inside of a cooler. That's
a great idea, so the beer does stay cold.
Exactly.
That's great. Now, what's in this one here?
You've got a selection of some good old-fashioned junk food, and then also some
comfort food.
Comfort food. You've got the popcorn and chocolate, which is our essentials, and then also Luna bars and dried fruit and some more healthy nuts.
That's a great idea to go ahead and, you know, hotels know what they're doing when they have that junk food in the mini bars.
Absolutely.
Nobody wants to eat that in front of the host, but it's great, the privacy of your own room.
We usually start off with the dried fruit, and then, you know, as it gets later on, you move into the chocolate.
Yeah, exactly. Speaking of which, what are these? Oh, these are lovely. This is a bittersweet chocolate. That's nice. And I like the smaller little bars. I can't stand the ones where you get a bar this big, then you feel like you're committed to it. And then it's in the bed, and it's, hey. Now, something like this, obviously you're looking to keep it cold, so you probably want to put this in the room, probably closer to the time that they're going to arrive.
Sure. Or you could have it set up and then, you know, have the cold packs in the freezer and then put it in right when they get there.
That's a good idea. Also, too, I think one of the things I like about these being self-contained in their own containers is you're not taking up valuable space where they may need to put their clothes or that sort of thing. And don't you think it's a really good idea to spend a night in your guest bedroom so you can see what you might need? Oh, yeah, definitely. And also, you know, if you're packed tight in your suitcase and you don't have room to take these things away with you, so if you offer a container, they can just take the whole thing. Oh, that's a great idea. What they don't use, they can take home with them. And give them little things that they can easily pack into their suitcase. Exactly. If they want to. Now, this one, this is after my own heart with the big fluffy robe. I love that kind of thing. To me, a four-star hotel is not a four-star hotel unless they give you the robe. Right. That's the bottom line as far as I'm concerned. But you don't get to take the robe, so this instance you would. Now, in this particular case, if you didn't want to go to the expense of doing a robe all the time, you could probably have this at the foot of the bed, which suggests you don't take this with you, and the rest of the stuff, that's yours to do with it what you want to, right? Sure. Kind of economize a little bit that way. Now, this is really more for the spa-oriented person, isn't it? Well, you know, it's for anybody. It would be suited for a man or a woman, and again, it's the Davies Gate and La Natura line, which is really an elegant line, and the packets are small enough so that it's suited for a short stay. I see. You've got a little brush there. So these are the people who kind of want to pamper themselves. Exactly. It's all about the bathroom. This one, isn't it? Yeah. All about the bathroom. And of course, they have their robe just in case there wasn't something in their basket. They'll put something on when they come to the kitchen, so you don't meet them blonde-sided, right? There you go. This is also great if you're traveling and sometimes you got a puffy face. These are tea bags that have been made especially for your eyes, so you can steep them in warm water and then lay down and put the tea on your face, and it helps with, you know, the whole travel
and fatigue.
You know, one thing that I found that I had to do was I always had to put a little card on my guest's pillow to tell them to use the baskets, because sometimes they can look so pretty. And they're trying to be such a wonderful guest. Sometimes they don't help themselves, and sometimes they need to know that this is for you. We don't expect any of it to be here when you leave.
No gratuity.
No gratuity. Well, the gratuity, well, I don't know. We'll think about that. Well, these are really terrific ideas. Thank you so much, Marnie.
Oh, thank you.
This is terrific. Now, I'm going to do a little viewer mail. Thank you for coming.
Thanks.
Okay. All right, let's go over and do some viewer mail, shall we?